YouTube, you already know what it is. Your man, Big True. Don't forget the vision. We on the mission, getting digits. You feel me? And we back with another reaction video, man. We got some fire right here, man. If y'all want to see some heat, y'all want to see a good video, y'all want to see some good, crazy content, this is the place to be right now, man. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, man. How y'all feeling, man? Where y'all watching from? We in Houston right now. It's going down. We got another banger, man. So y'all make sure y'all sit back, y'all relax, and y'all stay tuned to this heat. You feel me? And go sub to all my other pages. Go watch my food review page. I pull up and grub. And go watch my daily vlogs at Big True. You know what I'm saying? Go over there. Go over there. You feel me? Links is in the description below. We about to dive straight into this video. Hope y'all feeling good. Hope y'all feeling blessed. Let's get it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the federal Rico targeting one of Boston's oldest gangs coming out of the Heat Street projects.
This morning, nearly 24 members and associates of the Heat Street gang were arrested, and several other individuals who are in state and federal custody have now been charged in federal court with new offenses. Over 60 firearms were seized in the course of this investigation.
Woo!
The defendants charged in the racketeering conspiracy have been alleged to have been involved in 3 separate murders and multiple shootings.
Damn.
I'll burn you, nigga. I'll burn you, nigga. He's me. He's me. He's me.
They carried high-powered weapons. They made gang signs and mocked gang rivals. These defendants also produced music videos to allegedly promote themselves and
See? Y'all think they ain't watching the music videos. Y'all be telling on yourselves. Y'all think it sound good when you put your Opps name in a song, you dissing them. These cops and these investigators, they going straight to YouTube and they just listen to your lyrics and they telling what kind of gun you had, where you hid the body at, what time of day, who was with you. Y'all say it in y'all raps. These young dudes, this new generation, man, y'all love to crash out, man, and then put it on the internet for the whole world to see. It's crazy.
great rival gangs.
Stood over.
Some videos they bragged,
Come
as
on,
documents allege, about murders the gang had committed.
Tripping.
One line from a rap video allegedly talked about victims of the gang violence. And it says, and I quote, "I can say the names, but I might make the feds come for us."
Literally.
I can say their name, but I might make the feds come for us. Hold on, wait. Somebody pick J Money's cousin up.
Well,
Wait,
feds have come
what?
for you.
With
The feds
Rico
have come
indictments
after you. He
becoming
said
the
it.
biggest threat to hip-hop, the feds have targeted and taken down one of Boston's rising rappers with alleged ties to one of Boston's oldest and deadliest gangs. February 14th, 2024, the feds announced 41 members of the Heath Street gang were charged with a list of offenses stemming from a 2-year investigation into one of Boston's most notorious projects.
Sheesh.
Located in
40
Jamaica
of them?
Plain, the Bromley Heath housing projects were born out of the Great Depression and started accepting tenants in 1941 following World War II. A 4-bedroom unit with utilities included went for just $18 at the time, which equals out to just under $400 in today's currency.
Damn.
The majority of families were poor, as many servicemen were now returning from the war, reuniting with their young families. At the same time, many black Americans fled poverty and discrimination in the South, migrating north for a better life. It wasn't until the mid-50s when black families started moving into the unwelcoming white projects, and as the years went on, the white population within Heath Street rapidly declined. During the 60s and 70s, Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and other Latin immigrants would make Boston their home, while the white population dropped by over 200,000 people. White families were now fleeing the inner city in what was known as white flight. Racism and forced integration were believed by many to be the cause, while some white families claimed to be fleeing rising crime while seeking peace in the suburbs. Either way, what was left was the diverse but territorial
Oh, hey, on the left with the blicky, with the Dennis off with holding the blicky. These some real gangsters right here. No, for real.
While gangs like the Crips and Bloods fought through Los Angeles, and the Latin Kings battled the Gangster Disciples in Chicago, Boston would form its own gang culture in the 80s based off the streets, hoods, and projects within the city. By the 90s, Boston's murder rate was at its highest, and while many things changed over the next 30 years, the gangs remained the same.
This gang phenomenon's just been in Boston these last 5 years. Instead of Bloods and Crips like in LA, the kids here go for pro sports teams. The Raiders, the Blackhawks, the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers turf is for...
Y'all hear that? So they don't even be repping the gangs. They wear sports teams to represent what hood and what gang they repping. That's cold right there. I ain't gonna hold it.
Like my man LMLJ say, straight out of Boston, Buffalo P. There's only one way, and that's to come out strong, nice and long, like the boat clown, rolling through Dudley, making.
That's like LA. You go to LA, you can't wear certain hats. You
The
can't
Heat
wear certain
Street
colors.
Projects, more commonly known as Heat Street, would take on the Miami Heat as a representation of the projects. Less than 5 minutes away in the rival Mission Hill Projects, they rep the University of Michigan with the M for Mission. See, Boston never became influenced by a bandana. In the Bean, every hood took on a sports team, so wearing the wrong shit could potentially get you shot.
That's
With
crazy.
the
You just
right-
walking around the street, you wearing a Dwayne Wade jersey, a Miami Heat jersey. You just like Dwayne Wade, and you get popped just for having the wrong sports jersey on. Gang culture different, man. Gang culture different. That's why I need to be watching these videos so y'all know when y'all travel, y'all know where y'all at, y'all know how to carry yourself, y'all know what colors to wear and what not to wear. Educate yourself, especially if you're going to be hitting different cities up, man.
Drill, Boston would receive a spotlight after coverage from one of YouTube's greatest, Trap Geek. In just under 13 minutes, many across the country would be exposed for the first time to the streets of Boston and the murders behind the lyrics of one of Boston's rising rap groups, HSM, or Headshot Mafia. The rap group operated under the gang NOB, an acronym for Norton, Olney, and Barry, 3 streets in the infamous neighborhood of Dorchester. 31 members would be indicted, and HSM's biggest rappers, G Fredo and 7981 Cal, are currently serving time in federal prison.
Now these
But
boys
this was
was
only
shit.
one group in one neighborhood of the city. Less than 15 minutes away in Jamaica Plain, another young rapper was making noise in the booth and in the streets. Back in the Heat Street Projects, Y Jizzle was becoming the new face of Boston drill.
Jizzle.
His music was giving the energy the city wanted, but his lyrics were catching the attention of law enforcement.
Yep.
Jizzle would speak on his upbringing on the BNF podcast as he described getting arrested at only 15 years old for 3 attempted murders.
What?
I've been going to just since 12 to do IS, bro. I ain't never cried, bro. I charge it to the game, bro. You feel me? If I did something wrong, I fucked it up, bro. You feel me?
You never had a nigga put you in jail before?
Nah, gang, he
A
tripping.
nigga tell on you?
I was 15. I got booked for attempted murder. 3 counts of attempted murder. I came home when I was 18.
Following his
He's smiling, look at his
incarceration
face.
would come the death of Y Jizzle's father. On September 29th, 2017, Maurice Lyons had just left work and was going to get food. He'd only made it a few steps when he was gunned down by the intersection of Washington and Park Street in Dorchester.
Damn.
It was just before 8 p.m. on a Friday night, and as the ambulance rushed him through the city, he'd be pronounced dead at Boston Medical Center.
How did your father pass, if you don't
Got
mind me?
shot, got killed.
He got killed. Okay.
So they locked me up just because my father died 3 days after. So I had to go to funeral and shot.
What was the charge? They can't lock you up just for
No,
locking you
people
up.
ask to pull you in. They pull
Okay.
you in. Revocation, you feel me, for safety.
All right,
They
all
pull you in
right.
for safety, you feel me? That's what they pull me in for safety. So my father died, the next day they threw a warrant out on me. You feel me? And it came out 2 days later. For safety.
So you couldn't
That's
attend the
crazy.
funeral.
So I attended the funeral from Levi's
from
brought
jail.
me in shackles and cuffs. So before everybody got there, I was the first one there. See my pops in shackles and cuffs for 15 minutes, and went right back to the unit.
That's different.
That's crazy. Cause you imagine your dad dying and you locked up. Then they issue out a warrant to get you. You locked up. You gotta see your dad in handcuffs while you in the casket. While he in the casket, you in handcuffs. Come on, man. That's
His
crazy.
father, who went by the name Morty Six, was also a rapper, and from another notorious area known as H Block. Located in the Roxbury neighborhood, H Block is named after the multiple streets that surround Humboldt Ave, where damn near every street starts with an H. H Block is also one of the main rivals of the Heat Street projects, but it wouldn't affect the father-son relationship between Morty and Jizzle, aside from Jizzle's Opps being present at the funeral.
Nah.
Why Jizzle would openly diss H Block?
HBK and all that?
No. That's on the right.
Yeah,
Fuck them. We don't
cops
give a
doing
fuck. We going through H-Block, you guys, and we fucking hate them bitch ass niggas. Them niggas is hoe. Don't think I'm lying. Niggas is fucking bitch, nigga. We are fucking H-Block. And I'm respectfully HBK. I'm respectfully HBK. I'm respectfully HBK. You a bitch, nigga. I'm respectfully HBK. Nigga, I'll burn you, nigga. I'll burn you, nigga. Fuck.
They
You a
tripping.
bitch, nigga.
And even then, Jizzle's biggest threat didn't come from dissing Opps. It's when he mentioned the feds.
He ready
A
to crash
federal
out.
indictment would reveal multiple Heat Street members, with why Jizzle's name at
Well, they got their names. They got their whole rap names on
the
it.
top of the list, as they were now accused of being leaders, members, and associates of an organization that committed murder, robberies, fraud, trafficking,
That
and
smell like a
racketeering.
Rico.
Why Jizzle would face drug conspiracy violations from fentanyl and marijuana,
Smell like a
along
Rico.
with possessing a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. In multiple arrests, law enforcement were able to recover drugs, guns, and ammo off Jizzle, including a 9mm Beretta and a 9mm P80, more commonly known as a ghost gun, which all will be forfeited to the feds.
Dang.
Back in February of 2021, it was 6 a.m. as Boston SWAT executed a search warrant on a triple-decker in Dorchester. According to probation, this was Jizzle's listed residence while on pretrial release for his state case. Before entering the home, officers witnessed a male come to the window with an object in hand. When an officer flashed a light at the window, the male backed away and out of view. Entering the home, officers found Jizzle along with 3 females, one of which he was in a relationship with. Within the room, they saw Jizzle in the window. They recovered a loaded 9mm Beretta under the couch. Within his bedroom, they'd find 19 blue pills marked M on one side and 30 on the other,
Fetty.
along with plastic baggies containing an off-white substance. The pills tested positively for fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Arrested by Boston police and eventually released, investigators would find that only months later, Jizzle was posting pills to social media on multiple occasions.
Let me give y'all a lesson, man. If you sell drugs, don't post it on social media, man. Even if you got gas, don't even, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, you know who need gas, man. You don't need to post online who, like...
He was
you know,
distributing fentanyl over an extended
or
period
whatever
of
you
time.
selling.
On October 28, 2021, Massachusetts state troopers were conducting surveillance on Jizzle in Somerville, a city just outside of Boston. They had an arrest warrant, and at 7:05 p.m., observed their target with another male as they walked towards a black Jeep registered to an associate of the Heat Street gang. Now driving the vehicle, they'd make an abrupt U-turn before parking in a bike lane when state troopers activated their lights. A search of the Jeep would recover a 9mm P80, along with 117 designer bags of marijuana and over $7,000. These 2 arrests would be enough for the feds to tie Y Jizzle into the Heat Street Rico. Now, while Heat Street has warred with H Block for 40 plus years, Heat Street is said to have a major division within its own hood. Trotty, as in Trotty Y Jizzle, would be the rap group with members like Trotty Moolah, Trotty J, etc. These were the younger guys in the projects, while the older members strictly claimed heat. It's been said tempers flared between the generations for a while, and the same can be said for many of the hoods in Boston. But for heat, a division was born in 2020. Officers responded at 950 Parker Street around 6:50 p.m., finding a man suffering from gunshots. 45-year-old Augusta Carter was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced dead. Just 2 days later, Mass State Police arrested 26-year-old Umari Buffett on a murder warrant. It's alleged that Gus was standing with a group of people in the project courtyard when Umari walked up, firing multiple times before standing over Gus's body and firing into him 2 more times.
Sheesh.
Umari would be identified by surveillance cameras as well as witness interviews.
Damn.
Umari, who's more commonly known by his nickname U-Haul, will be later mentioned in a song by Trotty Moolah titled Free U-Haul. Luckily for Heath Street, no murders or shootings were actually included in the indictment, but that doesn't mean this case will be sweet. 25-year-old Y Jizzle faces up to a life sentence just for possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime, and he still has 3 charges on top of that. A plea deal can be expected soon, as with all Fed cases, and the fact that trial would end with a life sentence if things go all the way wrong. Looking into Y Jizzle's criminal history, he'd been caught with 3 different guns in the past. So a prison sentence will more than likely land Jizzle at a medium security prison, if not a United States penitentiary, which are the deadliest in the federal prison system. With Heath Street taking a major loss, the city of Boston is still waiting for a rapper to break through into the industry and put the city on the map. The question is, will they last long enough to rise, or will the feds take them down? Now, as we've seen with every rapper gets hit with a Fed case, their career takes a major hit. It doesn't matter if you're Kodak, if you're Pooh Shiesty, and I mean, those are major rappers. So when you're an upcoming rapper, unfortunately, the feds, they pretty much rob you of the potential career you could have had. And it isn't that, they're just coming in on no reason. Obviously, you're involved in some shit if the feds are coming in.
Yeah.
But the feds are career killers. I've yet to really see anybody bounce back like that after the feds, especially when you're facing as much time as Jizzle in this case. Now, he got off because I've been living in Boston since 2015. I remember the stories of the back and forth shootings between different projects and this and that. So the fact that no shootings or murders have been tied into this indictment is a blessing for them. And to be honest with you, the 2 times he got caught with something, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But he got caught with a gun, 117 bags of weed, $7,000. That's enough on top of the other gun and the little fake perks. That right there, indicted. Gang indictment. Oh, he's a part of that gang. He's a part of that projects, and he's doing this. And that's the crazy power behind the federal indictment. Jizzle didn't have to be doing none of that shit with anybody else. He's doing it on his own. But because he's a part of that project, he claims that project. That project is moving like a gang in the eyes of the feds.
Right.
They were able to wrap up 41 people in that one indictment and say, hey, we don't give a fuck if you were making money with them.
41
They're
people.
repping the same shit as you. All y'all are going down for racketeering.
Yep.
Now, it's wild because Millie's actually mentioned Y Jizzle to me before. Like, yo, you should check him out, da-da-da. And I never really looked into him until I heard his name pop up when this indictment hit. He could rap. Thing is, a lot of what he's rapping about is disrespectful, and it leads to certain things, as we all know. But he definitely had some shit. He definitely had potential. He was making good music. I don't know how this case is gonna end. Hopefully for him, he gets a plea deal that isn't too much, but at the same time, he's facing a lot of time. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section.
Yeah, man, that was a dope video, man. My opinion on it, man. These young dudes, they be ready, so ready to crash out. Like, everything they do is for the internet. You catch a body, you get away with it, you rap about it, put it on the internet. You ride around smoking, weed in the car, guns in the car, driving recklessly. It's like y'all be asking to get caught, man. Literally, if you gonna do your dirt by your lonely, man. Cause as soon as you get caught up, Boom, now you in connection. Now you get taken down to Rico just because you did business. Just because you was doing transactions with somebody that was getting watched by the feds. Y'all gotta move smarter out here, man. Y'all be tripping. Y'all be doing too much. And like they say, man, when the feds come and when the feds they make a move on you, it's a wrap. You ain't beating no Fed case. That's why you always get plea deals. When the feds come, it's a wrap. It's over for you. So, man, that's just my opinion on it, man. These young dudes be ready to crash out. Get yourselves a business. Get y'all some business credit. You know what I mean? Do something different. But, yeah, man, it's Big True, man. That was a dope video, dope reaction. Shout out to 1090 Jake for the video. I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, too, man. We out.